well. All that wrapped up in what is a 3-0 lead for Utah. Thinking about the final period we have coming up. Mentioned Weber State tomorrow night. A lot more of the Treasure State to come throughout the course of the month of October as well. With games, we'll see next week maybe a chance to take a little bit of a road trip next week as second year in a row, Montana playing games inside of GRIZ Arena. We're there last night for the Utes and Grizzlies, a great facility for hockey. The Helena Bighorns junior hockey facility and on Thursday. That will be the host for more college hockey. The lone game for Montana next week, and it will be the first battle Mental Divide as the Montana State Bobcats and get together next Friday night, 7 o'clock. If you can't make it over to Helena, we'll have all the action for you here on the ESPN MT app, GRIZHockey.com, and ESPN Radio Missoula. Looking forward to the next week. Grizzlies will have a 2-home game weekend, middle of October, the 16th and 17th, hosting another Mountain West Collegiate Hockey League Conference foe in the Boise State Coast. Final game of the month, the following weekend, October the 23rd, Saturday, opposite Montana Tech. Said I thought maybe the Chiefs would be coming soon. I see tinfoil wrapped little balls in trays. I think that means they're coming. The sliders from the Montana Club looks like will be coming very soon. Sign me up for some Black Angus. Oh yeah. It's been a tradition here in the Glacier Ice Rink the last few seasons. The fans really get into it, hoping to get themselves a little bit of protein boost for the third period. I would think a slider right at this point, you're approaching 9:30 right now. Maybe you had some dinner or maybe a pretzel or a hot dog or something earlier in the night. Getting to this point, maybe you had a beverage or two as well, and you're thinking, yeah, maybe another little something to tide night snack on a Friday night. So I would think a little slider with some cheddar cheese, maybe a pickle or some special sauce. That would tell the story. That's something about Utah, is here come the cheeseburgers. In Utah, I have to say, folks from the Utes joining us, I'm sure, from the Utes perspective, Utah's got it figured out with burgers. They got this stuff called fry sauce. Is it Thousand Island? No. Is it secret sauce? No. It's kind of like a combination of both. It's kind of sweet, savory. Oh yeah, with a hamburger or French fries, chef's kiss. And it's a huge thing, a huge deal in Utah and Idaho specifically. So we got burgers whipping into the crowd, Saffron talking about fry sauce, and a bunch of fun to be had here on a Friday night. See if Tucker Sargent's got the big throw into the basin, and he does. Up into the VIP section it goes from Tucker Sargent. Someone sign him up. He's got a Tucker now tossing it. Oh, right. And a dismount of a slider as well. Is he going to go for a mulligan with it? It looks like it. He's wrapping it back up. There it goes back into the crowd. There we go, right into Section B. So all the burgers going into the crowd. There you go, those trays where all the burgers once were, not anymore. Now fans enjoying some awesome sliders. Oh no, I beg your pardon, there's one more slider. There's one more. Who is going to get the loudest to get it? To the right. Left. Right. Spinning He's going left with it. And it's section D. Right to a lucky fan about halfway up. Now another one going into the student section. Is that a Wrigley Field? Somebody throw it back? Not sure where that final one came from, but more traditions inside Glacier Ice Rink. Cheeseburger toss again brought to you by the Montana Club. Fans having some fun despite the 3-0 score. A fun night for GRIZ hockey here inside the Glacier Ice Rink. Glad you've joined us here on ESPN Radio. We got a third period to think about when we come on back.
Family to the sound of a record for a wonderful brunch. From traditional comfort food to eclectic specials.
Apologize once again. More technical issues those throughout the course of the evening. 16:08 remaining in our third period. Back here, GRIZ Hockey 3-0 advantage still for the Utah Utes in our final stanza of play. When we lost connection, the Utes were in the midst of a power play. Now back to Steven 5-on-5 skating with the puck in the defensive zone of Montana, controlled by Javi Hamlin. And as it knocks from behind, Utah trying to keep their own zone. At the half wall, Gray Wagner tries to knock it loose. Live for O'Shea, knocking it into the zone. Maximilian Finn gets it back towards the near point. Gray Wagner makes sure it doesn't get all the way there as it's pushed towards the stick of Javi Hamlin. Now pushed once again by Wagner towards the neutral zone, right to O'Shea. Comes across the way to LaCroix. His pass intercepted, taking it in. Javi Hamlin all alone. He scores! Go up to the right. Javi Hamlin looks behind the defense. Makes it 3-1. Javi Hamlin, the defenseman, makes it 3-1. Just got loose through the neutral zone. Was one-on-one with Norwicki and goes bottom right corner to make it a 2-goal game. Next, Toivola trying to keep the pedal down. Knocks it into the far corner in the attacking zone. All of a sudden, this barn has got some energy to it. Into the neutral zone, Wiener looks for an answer. Now attacking zone, left slot. His shot is a bad save from Max Wilson. Rebound goes far corner. Now near side Neibauer. Neibauer playing catch right on the goal line. Stretch pass way ahead. Onside, Ben Kramer's taking it in. A shot, a pass save is made. On the far post. What a stretch pass that was. All the way from the defensive zone to the blue line across the way from us. Right to the stick of Ben Kramer is able to enter the zone. That was extremely nicely done. To get that pass on his stick to give himself a great opportunity to make it all of a sudden a 1-goal game. 3-1 now advantage. Face-off win Utah. A little bit of momentum all of a sudden for the GRIZ. Now 5 minutes into the third. Turner takes it into the offensive zones. Shot slowly sent into the near corner. Met there by Clay Walker, pushing it out of the zone along with Pizzi as we see it come towards the net of Utah, now controlled by the Utes. Behind that, now Fardasher into the middle off the stick of Leduc, who scored, make it 3-0 in the second. D. Wagner finds the puck in the defensive zone, finds Kindgren. Pass up ahead, misses everybody. Closest man to is O'Shea as spacing has been waved off. 14 minutes to go, period number 3. A lead of 2, 3-1 score, Utah. Turner taking it towards the near blue line, ran into Weiland there. Turner able to keep it alive. Puck sent in on Wilson, lunging out of the paint, loose coming towards the blue line. Here come the Grizzlies the other way, right into the teeth of the defense, allowing LaCroix to take it back. Up ahead. Now with Hamlin. Hamlin lost a shot on Wilson's near post. Rebound, trapped on the siding of the cage. Now the near post dislodge. With bodies flying. Alex Ewers, man from just up the road in Spokane, Washington, setting up that offensive attack. Third period action with now 3:38. Hovey to take the draw for the Utes, wins the face-off, kicked around at the near blue line by LaCroix. Cycle around to O'Shea. Donovan O'Shea now gets it back. Tried to leave it directly behind, had it taken away by Grizzly. It was Hamlin. Hamlin sliding it ahead of Etan Garrel. Trying to gain possession and neutralize. Puck leaks back towards O'Shea. Now to Maximilian. Fenn, far circle, takes a shot. Glove save, rebound. His glove down by Wilson. Face off now for Aiden Umina. Shot from the far circle, partially knocked down, now sent into the near corner. Met by Pankratz. Will Pankratz to Nybauer. Nybauer will cycle it towards Matt Klein. Matt Klein past his own bench, stretch pass intended for Kramers. Knocked away, Pankratz behind the play, trying to make something happen on the near post. Hit comes up, delayed penalty is coming against Utah. Controlled by Nybauer in the offensive zone. Coming to Klein. Klein, shot off to the left. Still alive, though, with extra skater on for the GRIZ 6-on-5. Touched up finally at the near blue line. That will stop play. But a penalty coming now against the Utes in a 3-1 game. Maybe here come the GRIZ. Do they have a thought of a comeback? Our final period. This a big penalty here. Guilty party, Malachi Lynch, one of the two starting defensemen. Slashing is the call with 12:35 to go. Face off, kicked into the far corner, now far blue line with Klein. Nybauer now has it near side. A shot is partially knocked into the air behind the cage. Montana keeps it alive. Near boards. Now with Toila, taking it towards the net, centering towards Pankratz. Pass off to the right, but still in the zone at the point. Klein fires his shot directed up and over the net. 22 seconds gone on this power play. Face off in the far circle, won by Toila. Nybauer keeps it in the zone. Now straight on off the stick of Klein. Nobody around him. Has to retreat out of the zone with Pittman banging him up against the boards. Back in is Toila near circle. Toila lost it right as he got to the circle. Klein in support keeps it in the zone. Toila slides it far goal line. Rebound on the shot goes to Nybauer. Alex Nybauer trades with Klein. Kicked by Toila, pass into the far corner. Now coming near side, Pankratz. Nearly a minute gone on this power play. Klein near blue line. Fires a wrister. Redirected to the right of the net. Kept alive, Kramers. Back towards Klein, lunging out for it to keep the zone. Klein spins, keeping it in the zone, still walking the blue line. Klein, one-time drive, goes in from Pankratz. On the power play. The Minneapolis, Minnesota native Will Pankratz makes it a one-goal game on the power play. It was all Utah until it was not. In our third period, the Grizzlies have some serious life, and listen to this crowd. A timeout has been called by Utah. Timeout Utes in this third period. Trying to stop the bleeding in this final period of play. What a turn in this one. A one-time drive from Will Pankratz in the far circle. Picks a great time to score his first goal this season. Matt Klein got credit for the assist on the play for the GRIZ. What a turn in this third period. It felt like it was all Utes for the bulk of this game. Leading by 3 on the road, flying big hits, but a goal from Bobby Hamlin turned things all around. The veteran defenseman got some life to the Grizzlies bench, and now it's just a one-goal game in anybody's game. LaCroix sees it behind with O'Shea, trying to get things settled down. O'Shea up ahead, knocked off the puck is Turner. Going back towards Nash Wilson, he knocks it away with the stick towards the neutral zone, and Gray Wagner. Bodies hit the deck there right in front of the scorer's table, one of them being Etan Gerelnik. O'Shea after the loose puck across the way, battling the other 24, Teague Wagner. Kindgren loses it, bringing it in, and missing the net entirely was Turner. Got loose behind the defense, only had to beat Wilson. His shot was well off to the right. Now gloving a puck, Wilson with 10:35. A stretch pass was knocked down by Cole Turner. As a result, it was 1v1 with him and Nash Wilson, but his shot, with his team now leading by just one, was nowhere near the cage, well to the right. He may be dreaming about that one tonight if Utah sees this comeback effort continue. Here comes Weiland trying to get past Torrey. Torrey, the veteran, has other ideas. Shots, gets off, comes behind the net. Now a battle for it there. Almost a chance for Graves. Leaks out for Hamlin. Dangles on the far circle. Hamlin sends one behind the net as we near the halfway point of this third period. A one-goal advantage, Utah, led by as many as 3 in this period. Weiland keeps it in the zone. Kept in further by Plant. Meaning it there, Malachi Lynch. Knocked off the puck. Trying to find Pizzi on the near post. Going to try the other side now. Leaks out. Men at the half wall, far side. Hamlin trying to get it right back in deep. Torrey, far blue line, or far circle, pushes it, but not out. Hamlin holding the zone. Hovey, can he get it out? Yes, he can. The right to Ben Kramers. Utah making a change. Will they get caught flat-footed? Kramers into the zone. Far circle. Around one man. His shot is trapped on the far post. Now a battle for it. Ends up coming out of there. Utah almost send it out of play there. Close on the top part of the glass. Almost a penalty in that spot for delay of game. That was that close. Back into the zone line. Gets plastered right in the near circle. Big hit from Omina. Trying to send a message back to Utes. Still leading by 1 with 9 minutes to go. Fired in on the net and kept on the far post. Up the boards a bit. Away from the stick of Toila, but Nighauer is right there. Retreating towards his own zone. Klein up ahead. Max Toila. Toila trying to play one off the near dasher. Intended for Gray Wagner. Now a loose puck in front of the bench. Wiener can't get around traffic. Krebs taking it back into the offensive zone. 7 feet. Gray Wagner has to go into the far corner. Up the boards to Gray Wagner. His shot right into the bread basket of Norwicki from the far blue line. 8:32 remaining in our hockey game, and we have a 1-goal differential. The Utes for Hamlin. Dangles a man, far circle. Hamlin sends 8:32 to go. A stoppage. A media timeout has been indicated. Media timeout, or final media timeout, or final media timeout of the evening. 102.9 ESPN Radio. Also streaming tonight on 102.9 ESPN.com. The Grizzlies in our final period. Montana final period. Montana giving themselves some life here inside the Glacier Ice Arena. Got an exciting finish coming your way next. Exciting finish coming your way next.
Why would any business let you use their product and give you 365 days reassurance? Mattress Firm does, because they believe in their mattresses. Save on top brands like Nectar, Tempur-Pedic, Beautyrest, Servant, Stearns & Foster, and others. Mattress Firm carries $149 mattresses all the way up to the luxury Purple Rejuvenate Premier. 0% Montana payments as low as $39 a month, along with 365 days of reassurance. See why Mattress Firm is Montana's best place to find the sleep you deserve.
.32 left in the game. A one-goal lead for Utah. We're about to see off a quick shot off a draw as we returned another face-off in the offensive zone for U of M. Net looking to use his speed up ahead. Pankratz able to tip it into the zone to left. 7.5 minutes to go. Torrey meets it in the far corner. Toyle looking to fish it out along with Dan Upton. Upton spinning around, gets hit. Now with Utah. Up ahead with Fenn. Maximilian Fenn into the action. Oh, looks up. Toyle sends a man behind the net. Loose in the left slot. Now in the corner. Klein finds Kramers. Chopping at it, Torrey. Look. Centering feed towards the blue line. Wrist shot is knocked down by a skate of a Grizzly. Now a stretch pass up ahead. Here comes Plant. Umina gets in his hip pocket to take it away. Loose at the near blue line. Wiener takes it. Here comes Utah. Whistle stopping play. Looks like a roughing penalty has been indicated with 6:06. Roughing the call against Utah. Nathan Skwazinski is the guilty party, the defenseman. Skwazinski out of San Diego called for the 2-minute minor. And Montana, who just scored on the power play a few minutes to go to make this a one-goal game, they've got another look at it here to try to tie this baby. Turner in the far circle. In a battle season, pushed towards Neibauer. Now, diagonally towards the net, lunging out, able to make the stop in the blue paint, was Norwicki. Dangerously sent from the far blue line. Bodies were in front looking for a redirect goal. Norwicki had other ideas. Under 6 now left. Third period, 3-2 advantage Utah. The Utes have led all the way through. Montana has never led any more. Klein to the left of the net, gets it back down more center of the offensive zone. Now near circle, shoots, rebound, trapped on the near post by Lick, gloving it down. Still minute 37 on this power play for Montana. Toila now remain. Ticks on the power play for the Grizz. A face-off win. Toilet on. His shot knocked down, controlled by Pancratz. Gets it back line, far circle. Toilet couldn't get a shot off. Chopped out of the zone by Luke. All the way down to Wilson, who pushes it ever so slightly shoved. Now waiting for help is Klein. Klein cross to Pancratz. Pancratz lost it. Rumina able to backhand it back towards Wilson. With now 1 minute left on the power play. Trailing by a goal, Montana. Short-handed. Kramer's lost it. Far blue line coming towards the net. Glove save is made by Alex Ewers. Got loose. Short-handed. Not quite two. Short-handers, at least not for now. With Connor Beer category. The first period. Pittman taking the face-off with Gray Wagner. Face-off ball circle is kicked around. Pittman can't find it. Gray Wagner does. He's going to come Upton's way. Had his pass partially deflected. Lynch sends it back into the offensive zone. But two to it. One of them being Wagner, who has it taken away by Pittman behind. Teague Wagner finds his brother Bray. Up ahead, here comes Avi Hamlin. Got Montana going in the third period. Hamlin takes up 100, wraps it around to the far post, shoots, and a glove stop is forced to be made from a tough angle. Pancratz right to left, whipping around from behind the net, takes the wrap. Another stoppage with 4:20. 3-2 Utah. Max Troilo against Pittman again, far circle. Face off, advantage, Troilo once more. Neubauer, partially fanned, got a pass to Wagner. Tee up, shot stopped, far post. A slap shot from Teague Wagner from near the blue line, with now 13 seconds left for the Utes to kill off. Connor Beers this time against Toila. Face off again, won by Toila. What a job he has done on this power play in that regard. Cycled behind, Toila controlling. Looking up, finds Neubauer. Rich shot, ends up going to the left. Still in the zone with Teague Wagner. Back to full strength. Wagner shot high off the glass, still in play. A hit, big hit plug, but still alive with Kramer's. Kramer, Snyder, little head fake to find some space. Circle of gets away, but Wagner tees it up. Shot knocked down by Lynch, and over the top of the net. Deflecting, I should say, was Lynch. Nash Wilson still in the blue paint. As we approach, repassed. 4-minute mark now with 3:50. Grizzlies trailing by a goal. Marcus Baxter still does have his time out to think about in this final period as well. Utes cannot say the same. They use theirs right around the 11:20 mark, with Montana in the midst of a big push of momentum, trying to mitigate that. 3:40 to go. Bodies colliding to the right. I would think when you see it get down to 3 minutes, the 2.5-minute mark is when you'd start keeping an eye on Nash Wilson. Plant gets it to Gabe Kindren. Kindren sends one towards the left spot. Deflected near Boers. Pizzi loses a hit from LaCroix out of the zone. Kindren will retreat after it. Gets around to Wiener. Or does he? Instead comes middle of the zone. It's Weiland. Plays it up ahead. Neutralized. Puck kicked around there. Weiland trying to still stick with it. Instead, taken back by Utah briefly. Sends it into the zone. Way Island behind cage. Kindren. Kindren. Stretch pass paid off the far dasher. Gray Wagner the closest to it. Utes send it back into the zone. Kindren behind his own net. Finds it once again. Pass up ahead towards Upton. Taken away by Lynch. And cycled back around the wall. Ovi. Half wall far side. Cycling it back to the other way. Trying to tick off some time. The Utes here keeping it in the offensive zone. Shirley. Advantage now at 2:27, with the puck right around Wilson. Keeping an eye on him now, coming down near Dasher. Ussing has been called against the Grizzlies. 2 minutes, 21 seconds. Period number 3. You trying to cling to one goal advantage. That's the Griz find 4, but Montana played one overtime game last weekend, a win over the University of Denver. Beers face off with Walker. Wyland comes in as support, able to find Walker. Walker now trying to find an avenue out of the zone, passing it towards Stint. We see a whistle stop play. Just for 2. Pankrat, Troila, and Kramer's check off. Starting 5 skaters for the Grizz. Pankrats and Wagner Joy. Beers. Near circle draw against Troila. Gets something on it towards Lynch. Beers gets it back. Plant him into the boards. Leduc coming in support. Now with him. Trapping the puck in the near corner. Utes will take that, just seeing clock tick off. Beers keeping it in the zone, far blue line. Kramers gets his body in the way. They still can't get it out. Leduc, it's trickle out of the zone. Kramers trying to get it into the zone. Take Wilson. Will he come out now with the puck in the offensive zone? Approaching the 90 tick mark. Hamlin, a slap shot from near blue line, sent right. Norwicki. Watching Wilson, he's slowly pacing away from his cage. Looks like he is ready to come off. Timeout has been called by Marcus Sachs. Montana with 1:35 in regulation, trailing by 1. A face-off coming in the offensive zone. A chance here to draw something up. Looks like Wilson was headed to the bench, so it looks like it will be empty net time. Just for a minute and a half left. What a finish this has ended up being. We saw a lot of physical play the first 2 periods, pushing and shoving, fighting, everything else in the second. Utah having all the momentum. Third period, 3-0. Montana credit. As I alluded to, seemingly every ounce of momentum in this game. Bench far right. Well, one of its leaders, one of the veterans, wants to land a great individual effort, an unassisted goal, just racing through the neutral zone into the attacking zone. Defender, right corner, scores, gets the bench fired up. A power play goal followed soon after. Will Pankrats, and that's where we find it after the timeout. 1:35 to go. Net unoccupied. Troila big battles for in the near circle. 3-4 bodies on it. Now neutral zone. We're on it. Now Kramers getting it into the offensive zone with 1:20 to go. O'Shea finding it to the left of the net, firing it towards the unoccupied cage, but nowhere near it. That will be Ussing against Utah. Well, it's a inside the Glacier Ice Rink. Fans getting their money's worth. A packed house here tonight. Fun way to get this season going. At least home slate. Face off, controlled initially by Utah. Now with Teague Wagner playing off the near boards. Backhanded towards the empty net. Bodies collide. Believe a hand pass has been called against Montana. We'll see a neutral zone. Red dot right in front of us. Just over 1 minute left. Will the Utes hold the line, or will the Grizz come back in this third? Right in front of the blue line in that empty net, Beers and Troila. Glacier face off, won by Toilet towards Team Glacier. Now 1 minute left. Partially fanned pass, so to the net on the shot for Pittman. Tries again. Still in the defensive zone, now taken by Kramer. Neutral zone, here comes Pankratz. Pankratz leaving for Upton. Upton across the crease, it comes to the far corner. Back to the point, Teague Wagner fires towards the net. Knocked down near. Pass in front. Pass well up, controlled Pankratz. Kramer sees a whistle stop play. And interference has been called with 31 seconds. Interference against Utah. Whoa, baby. This will now be 4 on the ice compared to 6 for Montana. With 31 seconds. Hang on to your hats. Interference in that sequence, and here we go. Face off, shot goes to the corner. Grizzlies trying to fish it out of there. 23 seconds left. Utah maybe a glimmer of hope, trying to get it out of the zone. Upton trying to say otherwise. Comes towards the middle of the rink now across the red line. Turner couldn't find it back to the empty cage. Taking under 10 seconds. Past the blue line, Pankratz with 5. Leaves it for Darrellman. Can't get a shot off in the far circle. Final seconds ticking off, and that will be it. Utah hangs on. Had to save off a 6-on-4 in the final 30 seconds to hang on to the 1-0 victory. Game up at the end for Montana. A full deficit proves to be on this night just a little bit too much. They fought to the bitter end to give themselves a chance in the back of the best in the last 10 minutes of the game. Had it down to 1 deficit, but just was not to be on a Friday night here in the Glacier Ice Arena. Into the last column, and now the Grizzlies will have themselves a positive result to an 0-3 start to the season. A very exciting night overall. Fans back in the barn, making their presence felt throughout the course. Had fun intermission games, and just a great environment in general for some college hockey. If that's the opening game, just the first contest, so to speak, that's with plenty of things still to come here on 102.9 ESPN Radio, GRIZHockey.com, the ESPN app. It's a win by 1-3-2. We'll share some final thoughts on a hockey game and get you ready for the Weaver State podcast coming calling tomorrow. Utah hangs on. Final tally 3-2. We'll talk about it more when we return.
What are you drinking?
I think I'll have a 56.
Guys, American Light Lager, a beer for Montanans, friends of Montanans.
The Shields were anglers, endlessly seeking and finding techniques. We're hunters and storytellers, because we've been out there. We're experts that put products and gear to the test, so we can share that knowledge with you. The Shields, we understand your outdoor journey or the path you're on, because we walk it Shields, right there with you.
Family to the stone of a core wonderful brunch. Comfort food to eclectic specials, there's something for everyone to enjoy. And it wouldn't be that restaurant, liquor store, and casino. At the stone of a core, we use the freshest ingredients to create our homemade traditional Irish classics. Fresh specials. Come stone of a core.
Believe me, less. Like more hustle, less hassle. More best service around, less of the runaround. Because we include America's best tire warranty in every tire we sell. So you get more unbeatable warranty, less charging you extra. It's why we're more than proud to say you get more from less.
DeMorris Buick GMC is ready to help you safely travel Montana's scenic road in comfort and style. DeMorris today and test drive some outstanding SUVs. Right now, take advantage of close-out pricing on the uniquely designed and well-equipped 2024 Buick Encore GMC starting at $28,895. Don't miss this opportunity. Go to DeMorris.com to preview our inventory of 2024 Buick Encore. Then pay a visit to DeMorris Buick GMC on West Broadway in Missoula, your family-owned hometown dealership for over 60 years.
Well, things kind of starting to calm down after all night inside the Glacier Ice Arena. Fun evening for Montana Grizzly hockey. The pep band now starting to make their way out of the student section to our right. That surely must have been a fun student section to be in tonight. Packed in students and a large contingent of the University of Montana student band. Fans across the way in the main grandstands had it packed to the gills. Monty was here, had fun. Intermission games taking place, you name it. Just a lot of fun to be had, and what ended up being a very entertaining hockey game. Fresh. Can't say enough the effort from the Grizzlies in that third period. Be able to pick themselves off the mat and stand up to Utah, who had been playing physical with them all game long, playing this mental head game. A lot of big hits, penalties committed. With that at times, Utah, Montana picking themselves off the carpet and giving themselves more than a fighting chance. And again, against another good hockey team, the defending conference tournament champion, Utah Utes. Good news is to play right with a pair of strong opponents last two nights. Bad news is trying to avoid a three-game losing weekend. The task won't get any easier thinking about the opponent that awaits. Team that has wins over these Utes, and Montana's opponent last night, Utah State, will be the Weber State Wildcats. Off to a great start. Mentioned they won last night at the University of Providence. Always a tough ball up to Great Falls and win. We're able to do that. And then we'll have to see how their final result plays out with the Montana State Wildcats slam over in Bozeman, just off the I-90. That will be the match for tomorrow. Oh, hey there. Looking at the camera right in my face. But that will be the matchup tomorrow. It will be a 7:30 puck drop here inside the rink with pre-game festivities getting on the air right around 7:15. If you can't join us inside the will be, by the way, to add to the fun, it will be Greek Life Night at the rink tomorrow. So if you think they had some funky intermission games tonight. Something tells me they'll have something else playing tomorrow that might be a little bit colorful. So that might be fun as well for your Saturday night. Come on out, 7:30. Tickets available at GRIZHockey.com, but get on it fast. They pack this barn night in and night out. A lot of folks to be thankful for a broadcast of GRIZ Hockey this evening. Thanks to Hayden Smith, tech side of the equation, along with Tommy and things as well. Hunter, our camera operator, and of course, another season for me on the mic for GRIZ Hockey. I'm Jeff Safford. Glad to have you for another season of Montana Grizzly Hockey. We got more action coming to you tomorrow night. Utah hangs on a final 3-2 over the Montana Grizzlies. We'll see the Wildcats of Weber State in here tomorrow. Have a fantastic rest of your Friday evening. We'll see you tomorrow to wrap up this first weekend of GRIZ Hockey. Regularly scheduled programming coming up on ESPN Radio. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Friday.